I think this is hilarious. I've just spent probably about a good part of half an hour recording a wonderful spoken from the heart message regarding this picture and reading the words to you, and it didn't record. So I'm going to try again. I just wanted, and I'll try and keep it brief, obviously, at those points. This piece, with it being Valentine's Day, I thought I would share a very personal piece. I'd like to share that. This is hand fasting, and it is actually my own hand fasting, and the words which I pulled from different areas, and in the last video I talked about maybe I'll share that slightly differently from my authentic blog, but and go into that more then. But just for those that are fans of art, I will read you the words that it says on here, and it's written in gold across the canvas, and it's printed. It was done digitally, so it was a photograph that I did myself. I had one of the photos that was taken at the ceremony of myself and my partner's hands and our Wiccan priestess who performed the blessing and the ceremony for us. There's tradition, and the expression tying the knot comes from hand fasting. So it's old Scottish tradition where you couldn't get to where they're out in the sticks. You couldn't get a priest near, they would hand fasten, and this is the more traditional ceremony. It's an older ceremony. You can Google that stuff about that. But my words that I pulled together, and each is individual, how you have and what you have for your ceremony. It's quite an individual thing and quite open. But this is what we had, the blessing. We cast a circle of ancient lore, waves upon a timeless shore. With no beginning nor an end, it always knows a foul from friend. Orbs of legend, old ring of power, forged in gold, circle of life, ring of stone, circle of creation, birth and bones. A ring around the silvery moon, we cast you now, O ancient rune. And when they're calling a circle, they look to each of the cardinal directions. So east was, I call the eastern powers of air, whose breath of life we share, bring understanding, kindness and care, and loving words both clear and fair. Come bless this day our right of love, as below then so above. South, I call the southern powers of fire, whose light doth stir the poet's lyre. With love's spark our hearts inspire, bring passion's flame, bring sweet desire. Come bless this day our right of love, as below and so above. The west, O powers of western sea, of water flowing unity, bring feeling, warmth and empathy, that all our lives live may blessed be. Come bless this day our right of love, as below then so above. North, O northern powers of east of earth, charge our souls from death till birth. On solid ground of rock and loom, bring forth our food and build our home. Come bless this day our right of love, as below and so above. And those were the words that I took and mixed up together, and it was, the ceremony was slightly longer than that. Those are just the main casting of this circle. And I thought, with it being Valentine's Day, lots of people say, oh, I'm single, I'm sick of Valentine's Day, blah, blah, blah. Why don't we make it about love? Because that's what it is to me, about self-love. And because when you love yourself, you're much better and open to love for someone else. You can't love anyone else until you love yourself. There's a big thing about, oh, had enough of girl power, and I think it's not about girl power, and so it's about self-love. I have here my button from Hay House, Life Loves You, and that's something I say to my children when I kiss them at night and say goodnight. I say, because mummy might not always be in a place of love, I might not always be myself, but life will always love you if you trust in life. And I'm obviously, for years and years, I've listened to Louise L. Hay since I was 16, so the ethics and her message was very important to me growing up, and I think it is still just as important today. So happy Valentine's Day. I'm sharing my piece, my Valentine's-y piece. And I'd like you all to just remember today's about love. So love yourself a little bit. Do something for you. Make sure you maybe take 5 minutes to meditate in the morning, whether it's that or a nice warm bubble bath at night. Take some me time with you, time with your partner and your loved ones, just to let them know that they love you, whether it's a partner, whether it's a friend, someone you care about. Let's spread the love. It's definitely all about my new ethos to share the world, and through my art, that's something I want to be able to do. So happy Valentine's Day.